Welcome to Dad's Drafts.
Hello fellow friends and welcome to another episode of Dad's Drafts. As always, we're going to do a premiere draft of this set, which is Foundations now if you're a regular or if you're a new one or if you're one of my 2 new subscribers. Welcome to the club. Now, the last few drafts have been pretty terrible. I have not played this set as much as I have played the Duskmorn set within this time frame, so I don't expect to be very good at it just yet. But I hope to be going better than the 1-3s and that we've been having lately. So I've just looked at the card statistics, you know, which cards are good for limited on 17 lands, and I found out that pretty much all the good cards I've already been playing, so it must be either bad luck or just me not playing that well, or either not building that well. Now, this pack is very strong. There's a Sylvan Scavenging. There's a Rite of the Dragon Caller. I think 6 mana is a lot, and the most of the decks don't want to go to 6 mana. I think so. I think this is a trap card, but if you can build a very control-y deck, this can win you the game easily. There's a Scavenging, which is very strong, and there's a Nighthawk. So for the safe picks, I think I would go between one of these two. I have played against this card and I lost to it, because once the opponent has a 4 power creature and this, I think it just takes over the game. But I do like Rite of the Dragon Caller just to try it out. It's probably not the best pick. No, I'm going for the Scavenging. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, what do you do? A Blade of the Elves. I think it cares about elves. Menace 2/3. Okay, mediocre. When it deals combat damage to a player, create that many 1/1 elf warrior creature tokens. Tap 10 untapped elves you control. Each opponent loses 10 life and you gain 10 life. Okay, so this is interesting, I must admit. But it doesn't do anything on the turn it enters, unless you can give it haste. It is in one of our colors, and we could be picking some elves. There's also a Bite Down, which I really like. I think Dragon Trainer is also pretty nice, if you have some ways to flicker it. I think I'll take it. I mean, we can splash the black, even if we don't end up in elves. Otherwise, I would have probably picked the Bite Down, or maybe the Dragon Trainer. But let's just try and stay in the color somehow. Ooh. Zombify. Thespian is nice. I do like Zombify. But I don't know if there's any ways to get... easy ways to get creatures into the graveyard. Wow, that token is... is serious. So do I go for the Zombify? I think it can be pretty good. But then we need a way to get stuff into the graveyard. There's also a Dazzling Angel very late. I think this is one of the best cards in the game. I think I'll just keep cutting off green and just focus on the green thing. But I know that green is not the best color. There's an Artist Raid. I can already feel this deck becoming a mess. So let's just take the Llanowar Elves. I know that green is not the strongest color, so maybe I shouldn't push myself into green. Don't really care about the armor. If it comes around, then green is open enough and I will maybe go mono green. But so far this is the deck. There's a Bite Down and an Indrik. So green does seem open quite a bit. I think I'll take the Indrik over the Bite Down. It doesn't really do the same thing because this one fights. But this leaves you a big body. So I'll just take the Indrik. That's a 4 power creature, which I like. So not seeing a lot of blue. But there's a Stomper, which if you have some ramp is playable, I think. Especially in the green-white deck, which might be where we end up, considering this Prideful Parent so late. But I will take the Truffle Snout for the care about 4 power stuff. There's a bushwhack, which is okay. Especially if we want to be fixing at some point, and even without that it's still a fine fight spell. Do you mainboard Reclamation Sage? I don't see any enchantments in this pack, nor artifacts. I know there's some. It is an elf, which could be interesting. But I think the Thespian is a better one. So let's just take it. I think this is often a dead card. I don't think anyone will play that ever. What do you do? 3/4 menace with thresholds. We don't really have the threshold stuff, and it's also not an elf. I'll just take the backwater and keep our options open. There's a Stomper. I love this card in the Two-Headed Giant pre-release. Because, you know, it's each opponent, and you'll have 2 opponents. So it deals twice the damage. I remember we did something like X10, so the opponents lost 20 life total. And then we won. Okay, and what do you do? Enters, if you're attacked, look at the top 3 cards of your library. Yeah, I don't really care. I'll just take the Golem. Doesn't seem like we will be attacking a lot. There's a Prowler, which I think is pretty good. So green is open enough. And there's a land in our colors. So we can at least splash for the black-green. And what do you do? When this creature attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, put a player on this creature. Whenever another non-target creature dies, draw a card. Okay. Well, I assume, considering how open green was, that we will see one of these again. And I will take this High Society Hunter. Because even without the attack, just if a creature dies, draw a card. I think it's pretty good. And since we are going into black, I think it could be good for us to pick up some, what is it? Exile spell stuff. Painful Quandary. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, they either lose 5 life unless they discard a card. Okay, well, I think it's pretty fun. I also like this one. But I think the Regrower might actually be better. I do like this one, but I want to try and stay in 3 colors. And I think this is a premium 4-drop, so I will take it. I don't want to splash if we don't have to. Reassembling Skeleton or another Elves. We don't have anything to do yet with this one. We could put it in the graveyard with Surveil. But I think that's about it. So I think I'll just take another Elves. And see if we can find some more 4-power stuff, which will really help us. Okay, well now the packs are drying up. Don't have a lot of life gain. I'll take another Stomper, and then our top end would be decent. There's an Eaten Alive, which I really like. Also like the Prowler and the Thespian, but this one might come around, as it did last time. I will take it over Snakeskin Veil. I think we just need hard removal, and with the High Society Hunter, it doesn't hurt if we sacrifice our Elves after they did their thing. Wow, that's very late. I'll take another Thespian. Now, with 3 of these, it might be interesting for us to... wow, there's a Zombivai. There's also a Stab, my goodness. What do I take? Zombify is good, but we don't have any ways to... We do have some Surveil, by the way. Yeah, I think I'll take the Zombify. Stab and Colony would be good, but we could now focus on maybe getting these big dudes into the graveyard with Surveilling. And now we just need some 3-drops. And I prefer not to play the Campus Guide. Now, I was saying something... What was I rattling on about? Okay, well, forgive me. I forgot what I was talking about. It must have been very interesting. Well, we do have a lot of good 2-drops. Don't really like the Waltz. The discarding a card is rather painful. I'll just take the Highlands. Oh, they actually both came around. Do we want the Wardens? I think we do. So many good 4-drops though. I think there's very little card draw in this set. So anything that draws you extra cards is just good. There's a 3-drop which I will play. And now we have the High Society Hunter and the Wardens. Oh, I know what I was about to say. With the Thespian, since we have some 4-power payoffs, for instance the Scavenging, it might be good to pick up one of the picks. What is it? The thing that gives you a treasure? Excuse me. Now we can do some very nice stuff here with Regrower and Zombify. We don't have a lot of elves, 5, but our mana is good. I will play 17 lands, because as I said, you really want to make sure that you hit your 4 mana, 5 mana spells on turn 4 and 5, or maybe even sooner with the elves that we have. Yeah, don't really care about these. Wow. Okay, well, another 2-drop, thank you. Alright. There's a trick. There's a ramp creature. So this is the lizard from the other sets. What else do we have? I think a wall, which is pretty decent if you want to go defensive, but we're not in white. Midnight Snack. Yeah, it's. I think it can be good in the life gain deck, but I think I'll take the Burnished Heart. I need a 3-drop. So oh, another Elvish Regrower, yes please. There's also a Stab, but I think I want the Regrower. We might not even have to play the Zombify. So we are a bit mid-rangey. We don't have any landfall triggers, otherwise the growth from the Ashy would have been nice. I think I'll take the Giant here. And then at least, I think our deck is okay. Oh, I love an Uprising. Don't think we need the Bushwhack. I want to be creature heavy, fight spells. Loving this. And now I think I can get rid of the Prowler, because we're just playing that for the 4 power, but we have 2 of the Greedy Growers now, and pretty much everything else. Don't really care about Pilfer. There's another Indrik, which I will play over one of the Stompers. It's easier to cast, and it pretty much always kills a creature. And I think this is about it. Wouldn't mind to remove this one, even though I know that exile spells are pretty good. And it is a 4-power card, so maybe not the Burnished Heart. We do have 2 elves, so we don't need the ramp that badly. It does help with the morbid triggers, to be honest. I don't think I will play another Zombify. I'll take another 2-drop. You may cast target zombie creature card from your graveyard. Well, we don't have any of those. Oh, there's a Snare Spinner and a Ghoul. Wow. Okay, well, we got the wrong lands, but I think I will splash for this instead of the heart. We do have many ways to or at least I think we have plenty of ways to find white sources. Maybe I should have picked the thing. Wow, no one's playing the Thespians. Okay, so green was very open, which makes sense, because I think green is not the best color there is. Now I'm just checking for the unicorn if we have enough ways to find the white source. This doesn't help us. This does help us very much. Truffles now doesn't. Uprising doesn't. Yeah, maybe we... It is a 3-drop, which is unfortunate. I think I shouldn't do it. I think we've got good enough cards just like this. So, I do have one more Llanowar Elves, which really helps to ramp to the big stuff. Maybe we don't need the wolf. Yep, maybe it's too many elves, but we can sacrifice them for eaten alive. And we can ramp into our 5 and 6 drops on earlier turns, which I think is pretty good. I mean, if you can play an Indrik, Affectionate Indrik on turn 5 or 4, it's amazing. It kills anything and you'll still have a 4/4 body. Sure, this is a nice combination. I'll keep it. Eaten alive with the elves. Next turn we can play the Thespian, so we didn't really use the elves. But that's fine. Well, let's surveil a creature into the graveyard. Oh, that wasn't meant to happen. Oh, crap. I was going to minimize the screen and I clicked done. Okay, well that's bad. Now the Elvish Regrower doesn't have a target. And now he could have a counter spell. Let's attack first. Now we do have the Regrower, so I prefer him to counter this if he's going to counter something, so that next turn we can get it back. Right, well, if that's all he's doing, that's fine. Goodbye, Wardens of the Cycle. So we could double spell, but it might be a bit aggressive. We can sacrifice something with the Eaten Alive, for instance the elves, then play the Regrower and get the elves back. But I think the better value is just doing this, and if he does block, then we could play the Warden of the Cycle. And I think the Wardens is still the best play here. Because it's just a great blocker and it can attack next turn. And we can still exile anything that he plays now. Okay. I think he has something. We can get it back, so I'm just going to offer the trade. Well, he's got all them think twices. I'm just wondering what if he has anything. As I said before, we have the Regrower, and if we play it this turn, next turn we give everything trample, which is still pretty good. Maybe he's just unlucky, and maybe he's just drawing into all kinds of lands or stuff that he doesn't need. Wow, that's a 2-for-1 in our favor. It seems, yep. So let's just do this. Get the Wardens back. And next turn we can even double spell, I think. So we draw a card from the Uprising. And we can still play the Wardens of the Cycle. Okay, well, I think we win this. Let me just think this out. I want... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 doesn't really help. So I'm just going to tap this for the Garruk's Uprising, draw a card. It's not the best use of my mana, but still. Now we get in for 7. Maybe this wasn't the best thing to do with my mana. But he has to play 2 things now to win. So either kill both our targets or play 2 blockers. Okay, well, this is a good game. We'll just attack with both. Oh, he gains a life. So he has to block the regrower, otherwise he dies. But he will have one more turn. If a creature died this turn, yeah. So we can just play this. And I think I want the card advantage from it. I'm not even sure what kind of board wipes there are. Okay, good game. I think he just drew a lot of lands. So I'm sorry about that. We also drew a lot of lands, but we actually managed to do something with it. So feel free to let me know in the comments what you think of this set. I am. It doesn't have the depth that Duskmourn has. You know, it's a core set, so I'm kind of missing that. But I must admit that I'm kind of surprised that, considering it's a easier set to get into, that I'm still failing miserably. I mean, so far I've had 1 trophy with the what is it? The sealed deck. But all the drafts have been pretty terrible. Okay, well, this is also pretty terrible. Imagine the difference if this had been a green source. Okay, this is better. Let's get rid of the giant. Okay, well, that's not too bad. Let's just hope to draw forest anywhere soon. And if I do draw a, what is it, the Night Elf, I was about to say, the Llanowar Elves, I would have probably just kept it. Okay, so this is going to be a, we have to go for the long game here. We don't have a 3-turn play. What do you do? Yeah, I think we just pass. This area with 8 revival counts on it. Okay, so because it has 9 lives. When this creature dies, if that revival counter only returns to the battlefield with 1 fewer. So this is just a thing that you can keep sacrificing, which is okay, I guess. Why would... Okay. He did attack with that last turn and now he didn't. Maybe he doesn't have another blocker. Okay, that is annoying. So we actually have something to do. I think I'll just play this. Because then next turn we can... we will just let Elena hit us once, I think. And then we can just get in with the Lathril, Blade of the Elves, depending on what he does. When this creature attack, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, draw a card. Oh, I see what you're doing. Well, this is going to be a problem. Seems like he has multiple things. Okay, well, he's not attacking. So, what do we care about more? I think we need to get rid of the 9 lives. And we need to find more lands. That is not a land. I think the 9 lives is the engine for his deck. Now, of course, he can do it once with the hunter, for instance. And this is actually pretty fun with the Stomper. Because if we can make this a 4-5, we actually get 4 if it gets in. Yep. Well, he's got some stuff to sacrifice. But we are most surely going to... Most surely, we are definitely going to draw a land. And for the sake of, you know, using all my mana, I will use this first. He will probably kill it, as I think. Yep. Yeah, so I could have played around that, but of course I didn't know that he has that. I'm fine with him just doing this for a while. This Elena hasn't been doing anything. Land from the top would be amazing, because then I can force him to block with Elena. Or he takes it and I get 4 elves. Okay, well now he has another blocker. Okay. Well, next turn, maybe. He will also attack with that one. Well, this is fishy. Maybe gaining the 4 life is better. So let's just block like that. And next turn we can make a lot of jumpers, depending on what he does. Don't need another land. I would like to gain 4 life, but I think this is still better. But we've got to find an answer for the Gormand or get some life gain. Maybe with the Wardens of the Cycle we can just attack with the tokens. Yep. Well. He is eager to sacrifice his whole army. Now I don't care about him gaining some life. So I think I will just attack like this. Wow, this is interesting. Now let's see what we could draw. Oh. I'm keeping that. I think he should have blocked with the Lena, right? Just gain the life, don't die, have her for another turn. Healer's Hawk is nice. My dude. I mean, this is a good card, but if you... Maybe he has the sanguine stuff and I'm just dead. What just happened? Each player sacrifices 30... Okay. So we can still kill that. And I think I will go for the... Yep. Let's get rid of that right now and hope he whiffs in all his top decking. But that was... Wow. Yep. Oh my goodness. Oh, hello there, Indrik. That's why I love you so much. Yeah, I won't attack. Oh, dude. We need another Indrik. That's not what we need. Yep. That's a good game. Alright, well, yeah, a board wipe. What can you do? At least now we know that there's a wrath effect in black. Pretty good one. Man, we were doing so well. He just had to have that. Okay. Game number 3. Sure. 2-drop would be nice. Or even the 1-drop elves, which I have 3 of. What's better to play first? I think the creature. You're late. Then it has trample, trample. Oh, that's nice. Let's just attack into that. I'm not playing the Thespian because any card is just still fine. Now I wouldn't mind to no longer draw any cards. And I've got the Zombify, so I should probably just surveil any big creature into the graveyard, so this is not a dead card anymore. Could also use it on the Truffle Snout if he kills it, or maybe the Indrik. Yep. That's what I thought, obviously. Now he could have a counter spell, but I don't think he will use it on the Thespian. Okay, well, seems like he does use it on the Thespian, that's fine. So next turn we can Indrik. And if he counts that, we could try to zombify the Indrik. I will sacrifice the food. I know that red can deal a lot of damage out of nowhere. What is he going to do? Draw 3 cards? 4 mana, draw 3. It's pretty neat. Okay, well, let's just kill that while we are drawing all the lands. I will take the action. Even more cards. Well, maybe I will zombify the board just to draw another card. So far 9 lands. It's crazy. So we drew over half of our cards, lands. Come on, Arena, this is not fair. Yeah, let's zombify the boar. And hope to at least draw a 2-drop. Okay, well, it's a 1-drop, it's still something. The reason I'm doing this is because he has this 4/2 flying, which means that I have to put some pressure. Especially because anything he has now has flash. So I would prefer this to die, actually. So many lands. So the next 7 cards should be action cards. Yeah. Don't really care about that. I mean, for now, I assume that the Truffle Snout might gain some life back. That is actually a pretty nice draw. Let's go to combat first, because whatever he might be able to return could be better than the Thespian. Okay, well, I don't mind this. This is actually okay. We will draw a card from this, so I will just do this anyway. Oh, we're drawing action. I'm loving it. I'll keep that. I'm not playing the other one because I want to keep up the life gain. I assume he has another one for pumping. So I will just block everything if he attacks. Well, we can't block the flyer obviously, but I will block all these. And I will consider them being +2. Alright. Interesting. He could have another pump spell, but that one has trample, so I think this is still the best block we can do. I think we're still dead, right? Aren't we? I don't think we are, actually. Yeah, we already knew that. Okay, good game. I expected him to have a lethal attack there, but doesn't seem like he did. So we managed to snatch a win there. Let's continue. Two and one. I think we're doing okay, especially because I have heard from multiple streams, and I could also check on 17 lands, that green is not the best color. So I probably shouldn't have gone into green that quickly, but it is interesting that the rare that got us into green, we haven't seen it yet in any of our games, and I think it would be an amazing card to have. This is very nice. Let's just hope they don't kill our Llanowar elves. And let's hope to draw a swamp. But maybe the Thespian can get it. Okay, well, that's also fine. Don't really need that. We'll take that. Okay. So let's just try this. And if he doesn't kill it next turn, we can use the Felling Blow to increase its power and maybe get in for some damage. Okay. So let me think. I can make this 3, 4, kill that one. And then he can still kill it, so that's not amazing. Regrower isn't also amazing. I think I'll still play it though. So that next turn we can at least double spell. And maybe he will start attacking at some point and we can maybe get in for some damage. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. I think this will... Oh, they have vigilance? My goodness. Yep. Okay, very happy with the land. So let's just play the Indrik first, kill the 3/3 vigilance. And not attack, of course. And now next turn we can make this a 4/5, depending on what they play. He must have a raid trigger or... Yep. Morbid. It has ward 2, so I can make this a 4/5. Then he has great blocks. I can... Yeah, this is annoying. We can do it. He doesn't have great threats though. And it can just attack. Let's surveil a bit first. Don't really care about the Healer's Hawk. Now if it's another land I might keep it on top. Because then next turn I'll have more mana to do stuff, which I think is good. Yeah, I'm not attacking. I think I'm going to block the Prowler with the Indrik. If he's actually going to attack with it, I don't think he is. If he had removal, he would have used it, so I'm just going to put 2 counters on the Thrill and not attack. Next turn we can kill the Prowler. Okay. Wow. That must have been a top deck. I don't think we have any way to get that back. Let's go... let's just do this. Oh, I should have also attacked with the Stomper. That's stupid. Well, I'm going to do Regrower into Regrower. And then next turn something else. And now... Yeah, I could have played that way better. That was just stupid. I don't really care about the... Do I care about the Hawk? Yeah, I think I care more about the Hawk than the 2/3. Yeah, that was stupid. I should have played that differently. I messed that up. Shouldn't have attacked. I should have played the Regrower maybe first or after combat to get the other Regrower. But now next turn we can get the like the Indrik or whatever. Oh my goodness. The Hawk comes back. The prideful parent. He must really like the Hawk. So we have an Indrik, which is pretty decent. We can't use it on the Prowler though. So let's just attack with these 2 first. Don't think he will block the Regrower. Okay, he will. This cleans up the board nicely, and now let's just play the Indrik on the Healer's Hawk. And now I think the board looks pretty good. We have some good attacks. We can Regrower into Regrower and just keep it going. That's nice for him, but he still doesn't have great attacks. So we have 7 mana, we can do both. So let's draw a card first. And give a creature's what is it? Trample. Words, English, difficult. And let's just go for Indrik, attack. And if he does attack with the lifelink, I will just block with the Thaspians and whatever. Let's just go into Regrower. And next turn, Regrower into whatever. And this is an amazing engine. Is it aggressive? It might be, but sometimes I like being aggressive. Look at us go! The engine is on. No, I won't play the... Okay, good game. I was about to say I'm not going to play the giant because... Or I mean, I'm not going to play the land because next turn I could play giant and land. But that worked. That was nice. 3-1. I'm actually winning more than I'm losing. I shouldn't have said that. I can still lose both games now, but... Yep. 2 Elvis Regrowers. Lovely. So our goal is just to get to the late game and then win like that. Yeah, sure. We can even play this on turn 3? Turn 3, that's pretty nice. Yeah, I'm not going to eat alive my own creatures. Don't kill one of my elves, please. Don't kill my Elfsworn Giant, please. A braid. A braid. Oh. It would have been so nice. Turn 3 Elfsworn Giants, but no. Someone had to make their move. Yeah. Too bad we're not drawing our 6-drops. We could have a 6-drop on turn 4, but somehow we had to draw more lands. Maybe I could play 16 lands with the elves we have. Why would you return that? Yes, please, more lands. I love it. I'm not sure what happened there, to be honest. He must have something. Yep. So we can kill both of those. But I think I want to get rid of the Cerberus more. So let's play the Thespian first. Get rid of that. Thank you very much. I think in this stage I can get rid of one elf. And now he has to re-equip it and play a creature, which of course he can do, but it will cost him a lot of mana. Wow. Of course I'm blocking that. I think I have to try and stay alive now. What is up with all the lands? Oh. What is this? I surveilled 2 away, 3, 10 lands. This is classic Arena Shuffler. My goodness. Now the only way we can get back from this is jumping with the elves and maybe get some attacks in with the Truffle Snout and gain some life, but I think that's about it. Why couldn't I tap it for mana? Sure. $11 lands. Yeah, wow. Freaking. What a stupid game. Now you can say what you want. You can hate me for being salty. But my word, this happens so much. I should do research. Stupid shuffler. Makes no sense. Okay, well, let's focus. I know everybody uses the same shuffler, blah blah blah, but I feel as if it's like custom made when you use money to buy gems. Then they give you more losses so that you spend more gems. That's an interesting pet. Yeah, I really would like one more win. I mean, our deck is, I think, pretty good, or maybe even amazing. And losing like that twice now, both of our losses we've just been incredibly flooded. That's actually a pretty nice draw. I hope he doesn't kill that. We're not blocking. I'm blocking with the Thespian because we can get it back anyway. And if there's a forest on top, I think I will keep it. Just so that if he does actually kill the elves, we will still have double green. But yet again, many lands. Yeah, I'm just going to attack first. Don't really care about the whelp too much. And if he does block the Thespian, that's fine. We can just use the regrower to get it back. And get all the value. Okay, well, that's also fine. If you want to use a trick for that, I will keep that. I've got a feeling that more creatures are going to die. Next turn we can actually remove something. Wow. So we cannot double spell anymore. But it's not like he's going very aggressively. So let's just use all of our mana. Attack first. And if he does kill it and block it, we'll either gain some life or draw a card and lose a life. Okay, so the whelp is the only thing that's attacking. Okay, that's fine. I hope he uses some kind of combat trick that we can still kill it. Yep. And now I think we just get rid of the whelp. We will draw a card, lose a life, and I think we will be good. And let's just put it on this one. And let's just lose a life, I mean. Thespians for life. Wow, I thought it just killed you. Woo, zombify. That is actually pretty neat. So let's attack with both. Let's play a Thespian and maybe we can put something amazing and big into our graveyard. That is amazing and big. And let's just return that to the battlefields. Probably... Oh, this is still better, by the way. Okay, good game. Yep. Elvish Regrower. Probably the best card in green. I think it beats many of the rares. 4 and 2. And the ones that we lost were because of flood. Now I'm actually satisfied. I'm not amazingly happy with everything that happened so far. I know the card draw is just a part of the game, but I also play in real life, of course, and I feel as if within the MTG arena sphere, it's just it happens so much more, either to me or the opponents. Alright, well, let's first get rid of all the... Seems like he does have something. Get rid of the lands, please. Elves, don't care about those. We've got ramp, we just need something bigger now. Okay. I'm not going to say anything. It will be the challenge of the game. If I draw a lot of lands, I will just sit here, not notice it, and have fun nonetheless. Ooh. Let's get rid of that. Next turn we can Indrik anything that he plays, hopefully. And otherwise I will get rid of the cavalry with the Indrik. It's just an easy way to get rid of creatures and to expand your board. And so far we are winning the race. Oh, well, that's very good for us. Wow, that is very interesting. Yes, please. Now I assume he drew another land. So maybe there's a big 5-drop incoming, which we should be scared of. Okay, well, it's annoying that it exiles. Maybe I should keep my lands in the hand, by the way, just for the purpose of, you know, the landfall triggers. Don't you... Two of them? Really? I'm really glad I'm drawing so many lands. I mean, it is pretty amazing. I love it. I mean, statistically our next 6 cards should be action cards, but I would love it if they were lands. You know? Oh, yes. Another land. Love it. Whenever a non-token, non-agent creature you control dies, return to the battlefield and destroy. Okay. Oh, well. Oh, well, he should just pop that right away. Right? Yeah. Well, he should have. Oh man, this is amazing. Look at us. Oh, I'm just loving this. Would you look at this? For 10 lands, there's only like all of these cards. 6 of them are lands. I mean, why didn't you do that last turn? Yeah, I'm going to need the mana. Well, it still has haste though, but is there anything we can draw that gets us out of this mess? The mess which is called Arena Shuffler. It's a Thespian. It is something. It's not a land. It's also not a useful card. I don't think we can do anything. I just would like to thank Hashbro for this event, hosting the losses that we're getting, because they like to flood us, which I don't like. So I'm trying to stay positive, but I can't, because this is just stupid. Well, never mind. I'm saying good game, but I'm actually crying inside. Thank you for watching. We actually went 4-3, which is a line upwards, but let's be honest. I believe that this deck could have easily trophied if we didn't get mana screwed every game that we lost. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one when I'm maybe a little bit less salty. And if you like what I did, nonetheless, feel free to leave some likes, comments, whatever. And I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Thank you for watching Dad's Drafts.